Hey traders, John Howell here, and in today's video I'm going to be looking at the longer term views, focusing on silver, gold, GDX and GDXJ, and even might look at SIL and SILJ. The long term view, where are we likely to be heading and why I think that and what's going on. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's get straight into today's video. As normal guys, like, subscribe, bell button, all that down home country goodness, and make sure you grab the 40 or the 95% off sale to the entire Master Trader Lab. Foundations, chart reading, full trading systems, mindset, you name it. It's all in the Master Trader Lab to help you get started today. Link in the description below. So I wanted to do this video because I've had a few people ask me, like for example, where do I think silver is going to be? Where do I think silver is going to be over the next couple of years? Where do I think silver is likely to go? And where do I think the mining stocks are likely to go? And what about gold? And all these different things. So I want to break these markets down into individual markets to really help you understand my core logic around these markets, both from a technical point of view, but also I'm going to be overlaying a lot of different types of fundamental analysis of what I think is coming, and so therefore it's going to impact these different markets and where I think these are going. So firstly, let's actually we'll start off with gold here. This is the gold chart down the bottom here. If I open up this gold chart here, this is the weekly gold chart. Now I'll start off with the technical and then I'll get to the fundamental. Firstly, on a technical basis, why has gold skyrocketed to the upside? Well, firstly, I just said I was going to start with the technicals, and then I went to fundamental analysis. There you go. Good on you, John. It's like, yeah. I'll start with that. I'll start with that first comment. Firstly, when they definitely dropped interest rates to zero, that's when gold started. That's when gold really took off through this period through here, somewhere all through this level through here. So the thing is that now let me go back to the technical analysis, and then I get to the fundamental of what I think gold is going to do over the next couple of years. So gold on a technical basis is this. There's a thing called the calming before the storm, and you see this time and time again. In fact, the most successful trades that I've had this year. In fact, there was one trade that I did early on this year. I was in it for about 2 months. And it gave me over a 1,130% return on the trade. I was in it for 2 months. It was an options trade, but it had this one foundation characteristic to the setup. And that's the whole understanding of the markets and the calming before the storm. Now, what that means is that when the market is not doing much for quite some time, just like gold did all through this period through here. See how gold, yeah, we went up and down, but we were just really channeling. When a market does that, and it does it for years upon years upon years, you can see here, this was 2013. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then also 7. Once we start to see this here, when we start to see a break out of these levels, then we're likely to see a big move. So this here is what we call the calming effect, where we're not really going up, we're not really just going sideways. This is called the calming effect, or what I like to call the energy building phase, where the market's going sideways, not really much going on. And suddenly when we do start to break out, this is where the calm before the storm. The storm is, okay, get ready for a big move or for a nice move. Overall, that is, as you can see, this is a weekly chart, so it generally takes we saw this move through here, so we can see it for the last 12 months, we've generally gone up overall. So this is the calm before the storm, or what I like to call it is this whole phase through here is the energy building phase, and we've built up all this energy going sideways. So when it's like resting, right? We've rested for a while, then when we start to break out, we're using this energy we built here to go for a move. Makes sense? So this is a technical thing, and guys, This is one of the most powerful things I can teach you on capturing big, massive moves in the markets overall on a year, 2 year, 3 year basis is exactly what I'm teaching you here right now. In fact, when I saw gold doing this, I actually started to buy gold around middle. It was around here somewhere that I actually started, when I started to see this, I'm like, you know, this has been in here for six, seven years. I started to buy, I actually bought call options on the GOD, and then I wrote it up, and then on the GOD, I got out around about 1800 to 1850, somewhere around about there. I actually got out. Now, looking back now, I wish I actually didn't get out, but I got out because I was worried about the timing factor on that particular option, but I made a lot of money on getting in here and having a couple of years to expiration and then riding this thing up and getting out. Now, once again, looking back, I probably should have sold the option, and then actually went and bought more time with the exact same amount of money because I truly believe we're likely to see more upside to come. So looking at gold right now, we can see that gold has made a big move here. So I truly believe what's happening right now in the markets and what's happening with the printing, they're going to keep printing more money. And I believe the velocity of money is going to start to pick up. And when those two start to come together, lots of money or lots of currency in the system, then velocity picks up probably over the next maybe 2 or 3 years when that inflation, call it, right? It's an inflation. Then we're probably going to see gold. We're going to see gold actually just go through the roof. Now, gold has already taken off like a rocket, and we're just doing what the market does, which is going for a nice pullback. This is really good, by the way, guys. A nice, healthy, strong pullback in the market is actually a good thing through here. And if I just share this with you, actually you can see here, right? There's the calming effect, and then we've got a nice move to the upside. If I bring up my trend lines from there to there, right? I'm just trying to get somewhere through there to there. You can see where these trend lines are at. But that's what I see happening with gold. I see a lot more upside happening with gold because of where we're headed with the whole. I believe inflation is coming real soon. Now, where do I see that's with gold? How do I incorporate the exact same thoughts and analysis to silver? So let's actually go to silver here. So silver, what has silver done? Remember, let's go to technical. And what I said before about the calming before the storm, look at this here. Once again, from basically 2014 to basically where we are right now, this calming effect all this time has just started this move out. Has just started, I believe, the calm. Now this is the storming effect. Now please don't get mixed up a pullback in the markets, it not being the storm. What I mean by that is it's gone sideways overall since really that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably 5 years, and now we're just starting to break out. So this energy building phase here, what I like to call it, building up energy, has just started to release now, and we're just getting a little bit of a pullback. I believe that we're just starting to release this energy that we built here, and I believe we're likely to start to see an all-time new high over the next couple of years when it comes to silver. So that all-time new high is, let's see if I can go to the monthly charts, is probably a 40, yeah, it's actually above 44 there on this chart. I can't get any more from there. So anyway, so that's what I'm seeing through there as well too, guys. Let's have a look at the GDX. And again, guys, the exact same, you can see here, it's the exact same sort of analysis overall. Once again, what do we have here? We have the whole sideways movement, which is what? The calming period. It's actually done nothing, just like gold did, right? Gold did nothing. And then we broke out. We had, yes, on the way up, we had these very nice pullbacks, because that's what the market does. In a bull market, we do get pullbacks. So just expect that, guys. Please don't be thinking, oh, bull market means go straight up every single day. If you capture one of those moves, that's called a bubble. You don't want that. You actually do not want that. You want what's happening with gold right now, which is a nice pullback. You want what's happening with GX, right? You want a big pullback. If the market ever starts to do this, like that, pretty quickly, well, you're in a bubble, then that's probably going to happen, and you don't want that. You want what's happening here. So on the GDX, you see it's actually broken out of this sideways phase, just like gold did. Gold's at all-time new highs. GDX is not. So on the GDX, I see it breaking up to an all-time new high for the GDX. And same for the GDXJ. As you can see, once again, the GDXJ has done nothing but go sideways for a very long time. Not much going on. The calming effect, the energy building phase. And now we're just releasing it right now. And so once we start to get something like this on the GDX and breaking above, say this level through here, which if I zoom in on a bit more, let's see if I can get a bit more of analysis through here, a bit more. So probably above, what's that, 65? Yeah, so once we start to break above 65, that'll be a nice little higher low. Then I think we're going to probably start to see some really exciting moves in the GDXJ. You can see the GDXJ is still pretty much down through here. So on a long-term basis, guys, that's what I see moving forward. Very, very, very exciting times when it comes to the miners and metals. I think a lot of people get impatient because they see the market not doing much for a week or two or for a month or two. And they get really, really impatient. Please don't be doing that, guys. If you're new to the markets, this is how the markets work. They do this. They go for a run for a while, just like gold did, and then they go for a pullback, and they go for a resting period, and then they build the energy again, and then they go for another run as well too. So once you understand that concept, as I said before, this concept I'm teaching you here right now, guys, the calm before the storm, or the energy building phase, is the most powerful sort of trading tool you can use to understanding, okay, we've got a lot of energy, now we're starting to release it, and therefore we're likely, very high probability, we're now likely to see a very big move. And again, just like gold did, if I bring up the gold chart once again, guys, nothing much going on for many years to come. And once we did start to break out, you can see for over a 12-month period so far, we've gone to the upside. But within that being said, guys, a bull market has these dips overall. Makes sense? So that's what a bull market does. So please don't think get in today and then if it goes up for 4 or 5 weeks from now, then it has a bit of a pullback, you're freaking out. If you are like that, then don't be doing anything like that. Okay, this is what this whole video here is about, the long-term picture. Where do I see things on an absolute long-term basis? Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Like, subscribe, and also, guys, if you really need my help, then get access to that Master Trader Lab. I promise you will learn more, or you'll get more progress by applying what you learn in the Master Trader Lab over the next 6 months than you have in the last 6 years. I promise you that. What you're about to learn has everything that's actually worked for me in the last 16 years, I've actually put into the Master Trader Lab. The foundations, what goes into a good trader, chart reading mastery. There's like amazing, like the calming before the storm technique, just like that, and a lot more in the chart reading mastery section, from the beginner up to the advanced trading, up to the advanced stuff, 4 trading systems, mindset, and so much more. And you can get a 95% off. So go there and go get the help right now, guys. I promise you're going to absolutely love it. All right, guys, I'll speak to you soon.